What's up, y'all? This is something I've really been dealing with, and I would like some insight from more seasoned believers. But what's that? What's that passage? It's just Ecclesiastes 3 when it talks about there's a time for everything, and I don't want to be like one of those believers that always talk about seasons and stuff. But I do think that a lot of things are seasonal. Like a lot of things, that you might have got from God and that was in America at one time, it expires. You got to know which part of life, which faction of life you're in. And you have to know the warning signs of when something is drawing to a close. Like I know for me, I've gotten something that I really wanted and I really treasured because I really wanted it. And a lot of times I'll hang on to it because I want to prove my truthfulness to that thing, my loyalty to that thing or that person or that group of people. And sometimes I'll even go as far as not listen to the voice of God when He tells me to go. Because I don't like letting people down. I really don't like I don't like change. I'm gonna be honest. I am like the old school church, man. I just do not like change. I don't like making adjustments. Like I don't like being uncertain about stuff. When stuff is concrete and stuff is certain, then I'm cool. But that's not the way our God operates. Like God's nature never changes. God never changes. His will never changes. Everything that's in the Word is still holds true today. But His methods do. So knowing that His methods will change, or His methods may change, then everything in your life is stagnant, that means God's not in it. That means you're living a life of reprobation. So you gotta know when to transition, because transitioning is inevitable. You're either gonna transition or you're gonna die, which is a form of transitioning. So it's all about really just taking heed to the warning signs. Just taking heed. Like, stuff don't have to be bad. Stuff don't have to be falling apart. You don't have to be in the depressed state. You don't have to have problems with people to know that your time's expired. Some people overstay their welcome, and they overstay, certain seasons in their life, and that's when problems start to arrive. That's when stuff starts to fail, because God doesn't have His hand on it anymore. He's like, okay. He can't maneuver and find a way to bless you if you're out of position. You got to be in position in order to get everything you need to get from God at that point. So sometimes you just need to take that feeling, man. If you're getting that feeling deep inside your sternum, no. But if you get that feeling, man, you just gotta really go to God about it and trust what He says. It's not going to make sense. It wouldn't make sense to leave a church you've been serving. It wouldn't make sense to leave a job that you've been at. It wouldn't make sense, if you're making good money and you're doing the support, then logic will have you think that that's the place where you need to stay and you just need to stick out whatever's going on. But man, that kind of stuff can just rot out your spirit, man. It can just rot it out, man. Like you'll sit there and just hate life. Because you're not supposed to live like that. When you were younger, that was not your dream. That was not where you were going to end up. When you even probably was there and was thinking this is temporary, but something kept you hanging on. And we can't live with hang-ups. We can't live holding on to stuff that's temporary, clinging on to the things of this world that will perish. We can't live like that. We're spiritual beings. We're eternal beings. So that means stuff that perish. When you walk by your flesh is temporary. So it craves everything that's temporary. Your spirit is not temporary. So it's gonna feel uncomfortable. It's gonna feel uncomfortable in a place that's expired. It's gonna feel uncomfortable in a place that's only temporary. You're gonna get that conflict. So just take heed to the signs, man. It's God trying to tell you if He moving you to another level. And it might be a level of uncertainty. It might be a level of no security. You know, it might be a level that don't make any type of earthly sense to nobody around you. But would you rather make sense? Or would you rather God look upon your life and smile, knowing that you are obedient? You know, He's going to bless you, and He's going to send provision for whatever you're leaving. He's going to send provision there. You know, God doesn't operate where, you're leaving this situation, so now it's in lack. No. Sometimes you're occupying a space that somebody else has to go fill. And now you're occupying it, they might miss it completely because you're taking that space. That goes for relationships too. I didn't know if y'all got the underlining tone of the whole thing. But if you haven't got the underlying tone of the whole thing and you do have a relationship problem, rewind the video. Watch it all over again. But yeah, man. It's time and place. Time and place for everything. You know when your time's expired. So you ain't had time to be wasting time running from what God has in store for you. Ain't nobody got time for that.